friends, welcome to my channel Take IT Insights. Today we are going to discuss about the TOGAF Architecture Context Framework Part 2. So you can see that we were seeing that previously that we have discussed about the different various phases as well as the ADM application context framework and reference model and all. Now you see this fourth layer from onwards we will discuss. You can go through the part 1 video, then we will see that. Now we'll come to the fourth architectural context framework. This part is described that the significance of addition of the TOGAF and where are business architecture, information system architecture or technology artifacts. The context will provide that checklist architecture output, the promote the better integration work products adapt to this here. Now deliverable artifacts and building blocks very important. What is the deliverable work products required the requirement once gather, then what are the artifacts or the proofs, what are your in terms of you can say like UT cases we are preparing the documents and artifacts like the catalogs and matrix and diagrammatic picture representation, and then come to the building blocks is back to function define the meet the business required need to the organization, that will define with the fourth layer. Now come to the same we will continue with the architecture deliverables, how it will be there, and artifacts is in terms of which are like catalog, matrix and diagrammatics, how you are representing, and artifacts repository the reusable buildings, like we can use that describe the building blocks what you diagrammatically represented, that other deliverable we are tracking. Now come to the fourth one is part 4 enterprise continuous and tools, how your enterprise continuous the tool classification substantiability reverse. The enterprise continuous versus solution continuous, which is like we can say like a new context added architecture participants, and then standard information basis SIB we can say are being removed, and generic and specific architecture point of view architecture continues here, then to be used, and the solution which you are providing the installable which you are deploying to the in further. Now partition will be like we can see the partition team is we can say like capability, and this with the team's collaboration or project team has to be defined with the architecture partition allows to complex dividend with the enterprise significant promotion approach rules here, that you can see the diagrammatic which represents like a subject matters and level of details with the team we are defining here. Now architecture repository, architecture meta model, and there are if you see that the architecture repositories are followed like architecture capability and architectural landscape and SIB capture and reference of laboratory and governance logs which are provided. Now architecture repository which is a content of the meta model architecture methods has been to vertical, and architectural landscape with strategy architecture segments and capability. Now come to the library reference fundamental common systems which is standard information SIB which we discussed, and then governance will comes to the decision makes and application capability assessment and project portfolio performance and calendar which are and then now come to the architecture capability, the skill repository organization structure and the skill of the resource availability from your the architecture board point of view, you can say that these are external references and external standards and architecture boards. So here the standards are adopting the enterprises which is application standard technology whatever your organization level, and the enter that we are defining, and the adoption how you are adopting your libraries, that is divided here. Now come to the sixth point where we are reference model, how the reference model is there, the technical reference model and integrated information we can say like RM infrastructure model, reference model which has fundamental architecture point we can say like a TRM, and common system architecture, industry architecture, organizational architecture, that are you are defining now. You you continue, you can see that architecture continues where step 1, step 2, step 3 and step 4. Whereas fundamental, as I said, common is in common system architecture, industry architecture and organization architecture. The specification of the framework, we can say a hub, and then where we are database ORM, we can say the framework which we can call as. Now, which is 7th one, architecture capability of framework. The structure capability of the framework, the enterprise development involves the generic framework, which is skills is project and portfolio governance, and the contract architecture to work the project and portfolio, which is sent to the sync with the period focus of the business operations. And then this structure is very of the capability framework will drive here. We can say like like a deliverable how it is tracking and generate the ideas to develop with the capability of the organization to develop the architecture point of view. Now, business capability architecture, where we can see that contracts and reliable and responsibility, and you can see roles and responsibility which are required, the skills of acquisition and knowledge and professional development, which are very important, the governance which you are following this portfolio, where you are developing that architecture repository content. Architecture boards and complaints, we can say the contracts, material matrix which you are reposing. Then you can refer the particular document TOGAF and go to the website, you may see that way. Now come to the entire, we can say that TOGAF mind mapping, which you are will be like when has started like TOGAF standard, the architecture framework from 2 up to that where we are deciding acceptancy methods are what are the assistance here, acceptancy, production, use of the maintenance of the architecture. Then part has been decided, you can see here. Then here introduction, ADM, whereas this 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 6 years architect capability. From each one that faces, ADM has faces is up to A to H, that requirement of the management. That each one is defined, preliminary and architecture vision. We can see the entire this TOGAF mind mapping, which will define with the architecture here. Now that you can see that the governance of alliance, which is framework from top to bottom. Here you can see the architecture repository and the components, where are the components has been taken care and architecture component, business architecture, data architecture, you can say the BDAT, and work products are considering as deliverables. Artifacts describes part of the architecture, building blocks, and we can say ABB describe the capability of the ship shop SCB, and the output where you are if you follow that, what is output will comes to deliverable here. Now this is the thank you guys, please subscribe my channel. TOGAF standards, you want to see the more the documents, you can go here and you can refer the TOGAF of frameworks, where you understand that frameworks in the website. Certificates, you can go to the training certificates, where you can TOGAF standards. You can see these TOGAF 9 tools, where your architecture tool certification, where you can able to see the TOGAF 9 tool, and where you can able to see the architecture tool certification, where if you want to go through these documents and refer this site, you will be able to understand that. Thank you guys, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.